What's up, YouTubers? Midwest Phil here, and today I'm making an update video. The reason for the video is because the last video that I posted was about a 2023 Ram Rebel. I was changing out the interior halogen overhead console halogen bulbs to Lasfit aftermarket LED bulbs. And I was showing you how to do that without dropping your console down or taking it out. All you had to do was remove the lenses and install the aftermarket LEDs. But after I had done that and I drove the truck around for a few days, I noticed I was having an issue with the truck. I was having problems with the radio not shutting off when I opened up my door. And because I have a background in computer inputs and sort of a mild background in programming and things like that, using computer inputs and programming outputs and stuff like that, I kind of put two and two together, and I figured out it had something to do that when you open the door, the radio goes off at the same time, or it's supposed to anyway. And that's because there's a delay set, and my delay was 45 seconds. So if you just shut the truck off and just sit there and don't open your door, the radio will keep playing for 45 seconds. You can set it for a minute, 45 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like that. It's a setting in my profile, and it's called the auxiliary power delay. So what I did was I thought about it for a bit, and I realized that when the door opens, the CPU gets an input from the door that says if the radio is on, and it would be on if it was on delay, shut the radio off, because you certainly don't want the radio playing after you open the door and shut the door, you know, for another whatever's left on the delay, so it shuts the radio off. So knowing that, what I did was I figured, well, when the interior lights come on, the new high-powered LED Lasfit aftermarket LEDs, I figured these things were generating the pulse on the ground line or the input line and covering that input. So when the door opens, the input's looking for a true. The true can either be low or high, so the true comes in, but it gets covered by the pulse from the LEDs suddenly coming on. Now I know these LEDs are certified for a CAN bus system, but that has to do with resistance, not really what I would call spikes, because these are high powered devices, and when they first come on, they generate a spike, and they're not shielded, and the spike isn't impeded by any inductance in series with it, and there's no ferrite core around the cables to help knock that down a little bit. And that's something you could install if you wanted to drop down the overhead console and snap a couple around each one of there's two cables back there. You could snap them around the cables back there. So after putting two and two together, I just reached up, shut off my switch here, switched it to off so it wouldn't come on when I was going in and out of the truck with the delay on, and I didn't have any more problems with it. So then I went ahead, and then when I realized that's what the problem was, I went ahead and turned the delay off in the radio. I set it for 0 seconds. So now when I shut the truck off, the radio goes off immediately. I open my door, the radio's not on, of course, so there's nothing to mess up, and everything's fine. So I thought I'd show you real quickly where that setting is at, and I'll turn the camera around and show you that real quick. All you do is you just go into vehicle, and you go into settings, you go into my profile, and you have to scroll around a little bit. Let's see if I can find it. You look for key off options. You touch key off options, it says key off power delay, set to 0 seconds. You can hit the plus button, you'll set it for 45 seconds is the first one, 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes after that. That's all there is to it. I hope this video helps somebody out who might be encountering this problem. If you can, spread the video around just a little bit, because I noticed some people on the RAM blogs were having issues with their radio shutting off. They did not say whether or not they had installed aftermarket LEDs. So I also let Lasfit know. They said they hadn't run into this problem before, but I gave them a detailed explanation of what was happening from my point of view, and we'll see what happens with Lasfit. I don't think there's much they can do about it, but anyway. We love you, YouTubers. Happy Thanksgiving, and Midwest Phil is out.